Welcome back, it's Zion from Uke on Demand, and this week we're going over Mambo Italiano by Rosemary Clooney. We're going to go over the first part of the song in this video, but you can get the rest of the tutorial and all the tabs over at ukeondemand.com. Let's get started. So this beginning section will go like this. And to play that part, we're going to start out in an E minor chord. So we're going to be index on the second fret of the A, middle finger on the third fret of the E, and ring finger on the fourth fret of the C. But we're not going to play it just yet. Instead, we're going to make the shape and pick the A string, the C string, and the A string. And now we get to strum the whole chord. After that, we're going to pick third fret of the A, and so what I used in the video is I just flattened that middle finger down so it can cover both the third fret of the E and A. And after that, we're going to go into an A minor add 9. So it looks a lot like your standard A minor, which looks like this, second fret of the G, but you're also going to have the second fret of the A on that. So we play that chord, pick open A, so just lift off. And then we're going to play A minor, but it's going to also have the ring finger on the third fret of the A string. So it's second, open, open, third. And you can use your index finger if that's a bit of an easier reach for you. Then pick the open A. We're going to put the middle finger on the second fret of the E string and ring finger on the third fret of the C, and just pick those two strings together. Then open A. And then just leaving those fingers there, just strum the bottom three strings. So starting at the C, and then pick the second fret of the A, and you can either flatten the middle finger again, and then slide up. Now we're going to go into bar 2, which will look like this. That'll be right before that final build up. It looks like an E minor, but it's just your middle finger on the third fret of the E and ring finger on the fourth fret of the C. So after strumming that once, we pick the third fret of the E, and then index finger goes to second fret of A to make a regular E minor chord shape. Then pick the third fret of E again, and play the C string and E string together, open. Second fret E, third fret, and then pick the open C and second fret of E together. Third fret of the E followed by open A. And then just pick the top three strings, open G, open C, and third fret of the E. To second fret E. Into an A minor. And then this little collection of notes here at the very end is the beginning of that build up. So we're going to pick the third fret of E. We're going to lay a bar down, and the reason why we lay this bar down is we cover all the notes we need. We don't even have to move any fingers during this measure. So He's lay the bar so he can covers all of our notes for us, and we're gonna pick the first fret of the C and second fret of the E together, and then first fret of G, leaving the shape there. Start at that C string and strum down, and then just pick the second fret of E. Now going into the next part of the song, we're going to start out in a B chord. And here is where we also have a tempo change. But I'll go ahead and play this first measure so you can hear it. Alright, and then there, after that measure is where it goes from about 100 beats per minute to about 144 beats per minute. So that one measure alone before we get into the faster section. B is just going to be barring the E string and the A string at the second fret with the index finger, middle finger on the third fret of the C, and ring finger on the fourth fret of the G. And from here we're going to pivot the fingers just a little bit so the pinky can squeeze in behind it. We're going to play fourth fret of the A. Then we're going to go into a B7. Now you might be used to B7 being down here, and that's correct, and this is also a B7. We're going to be barring the fourth fret and have the middle finger on the fifth fret of the E, ring finger on the sixth fret of the C, and a pinky on the sixth fret of the A. And strum that. And now we come into this 4-measure intro before we hit the main lyrics, which start out like this. Now, you might have noticed that in the cover version of this song, I omitted this section and went straight from the B7 into the main part of the song, and so on. And this is because in the Rosemary Clooney version, who the song was originally written for and sung by, she left this 4-measure transition between the slow part of the song and the fast part. It's just a musical intro before you get into the main chorus. However, others who covered this song, such as Dean Martin, didn't have this part in it. And so just to avoid confusion, I left it out of the cover and went straight in. So that way if someone was more used to, say, Dean Martin or whoever else sang it, it wouldn't sound like a mistake to have it in there. But the original did, so I decided to leave it in for the tutorial. So it's up to you if you want to play this part. You can go straight from that B7 into the main part of the song, and so on. But you can also, to be more true to the very original recording, you can play it with this intro that we're about to learn. So to play this part, we're going to start with the double bar, be barring the 7th fret of E and A, and the 4th fret of C, E, and A. We're going to pick the C string, and then E and A, and do that again. Come into a normal B7, so 2nd fret is going to be barred, and middle finger will go to the 3rd fret of C, pick that 3rd fret, and then pick the 2nd fret of A, just leave the chord where it is, 2nd fret E, and then 2nd fret A and G together. Pinky the 6th fret. One of my favorite parts of the song. We're going to play this little section up here. So we're going to have index finger, 7th fret of E. C is going to be fretted at the 9th fret, as is the A string at the 9th fret. So starting at that C, just ignore the G for now. Pinky to 12th, to 10th, to 9th. And from here, we're going to come back down and pick the 7th fret of E and A and put the index back where it was at the beginning, so at the 4th fret. Leaving the shape there, gonna pick the E string followed by C. And then the 7th fret of A and E again. And then this time play it backwards, so you're going to pick the C string first, then the E. And then drop down back to B7, pick the E string, and then A and G together. Then we're going to come up to the 9th fret, to the pinky. Bar the 7th fret, but just the bottom 3 strings, so C, E, and A. And just pick the 2 bottom strings, so C, E and A for now. 11th fret of the E string. To the 8th fret of the E. And then lift off, pick the 7th fret of the E. And then the next section will launch you right into that main chorus of the song. And that's how to play the first part of Mambo Italiano. To get the rest of the song lesson and all the tabs, head over to ukeondemand.com and subscribe below so you don't miss our upcoming fingerstyle tutorials. We'll see you next time.